I love it. Trying something new.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it live.
Woo!
We're gonna do it live.
Amazing. So, hello, welcome back to our podcast. I'm Diana,
I'm Dasha.
and we appreciate you being here. What are we
If
talking
you
about today?
if you like if you like our episodes, like and follow. But most importantly, if you are our uh, one of our dedicated viewers who are trying a new format today, let us know in comments.
Yeah. Like, try again. Or that was really great. It was informative. I liked it.
Oh, I learned so much today.
Yes, that would be great. And
That's
it's a
good.
top five list.
Oh, oh, oh. Except it's not a good top five list, so I don't know why we're excited about this.
Look,
It's a sad top five list.
yeah, but we're gonna reframe every sadness into a positive, like the toxic positivity people that we are.
Correct.
Um, so the topic is the invisible weight, how stress and self-abandonment affect women after 40. We should start by saying that yesterday was your birthday and you are the youngest you'll ever be.
We're gonna do a frame shot of this one right here.
That is a
Um,
beautiful mug.
today I'm the youngest. I'm older than I was yesterday. So now I'm an age and a day.
Like time flies, man. It's just like, where did it go? Now you're just like a day older and it's
Every
crazy.
day. Every day we wake up and we have a new opportunity to be our best selves and to be grateful for, first of all, waking up in the morning, and second of all, being the youngest you will ever be, because tomorrow you will be a day older.
And what are you gonna do in that time, girl, woman, lady, ma'am?
You're going to work
I
on
had a lot of
yourself
coffee.
to not be stressed and feel self-abandoned.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay. So we're doing a top five list, and we hope you love it. Okay. So the fifth thing on this list is that you're always last on your list.
Fact.
It's a mom thing. I'm although I'm a very selfish person, I will quickly cancel on myself for anything related to what my husband needs, what my daughter needs, like if my mom's calling me. And there are statistics about women over 40 being the caregiver. Like, obviously, men are caregivers too, but
Do you think it's because at this age, our parents are obviously older and now they need more help? And I think it's beautiful in one sense of the word.
I'm saying that to switch it to the positive, you're training for life, right? Like, don't turn on yourself as well. You have to make sure that you're healthy to make sure that you could take care of everyone else. It's kind of like the airplane, put your oxygen mask on first.
Mm-hmm.
If you're sick, who's going to take care of them?
Fact. Yeah, but when you mean like sick, we need to unpack that
For sure.
because we're not talking about physically sick. We're talking about your mental health
Yes, that's number one.
and your physical health. Because if you're not working out, you're not doing good for yourself.
Right, especially women after 40. So we have statistics. You see, I love the thumbs up, like especially women, like the AI is validating us. Um, Many women 40 plus live with chronic health conditions, hypertension, obesity, heart disease, um, cancer and stroke. Like
Oh God.
these are legitimate disorders and diseases that your doctor will tell you there is preventative care. And as expensive as eggs are, it's cheaper than like some copays. You know, you got to make a choice. Especially when you're over 40. Like we're not trying, like we care about your health. Like, and I did want to bring up a former client of mine. I'm not going to give away too many details. She came to me because she was unhealthy. She had some health conditions. And when she would say, "Oh, I don't have time to do that," After she's told me her whole schedule, I'm like, you do have time to do that. You're telling yourself you don't have time to do that. And I wasn't trying to shame her or shade her because I'm her and she is I. We are the same person, but like I lie to myself all the time. Oh, I don't have time for that. I don't have time. We always have time. We're putting ourselves last on our list. Check your list. Check to see what you're doing. I recently told somebody to take a walk around the block, and when I was a smoker, I would take cigarette breaks, and
Mm,
somebody told me like having a cigarette is kind of like a meditation because you're like breathing in. But when
they
I
were nice.
quit, I was not giving up my cigarette break time, right? So I still have this like shaking desire to like go outside and get a breath and breathe, and I would walk around the block. I would take a slow stroll around the block that was equal to one full length parliament. And that's how I quit smoking, walking around the block. I forgot
Better
about that.
choices. I could tell you this, that talking about like you're always last on your list, gym has become my religion, where it's just something that I do for myself every day.
Every
And even
day. Look at you,
like
girl.
5 days a week, yeah. And if I don't feel like going, I still go because it has become a part of me and it has become my little piece of life that nobody touches. It's not
That's
touched by the kids, not touched by the husband, it's not touched by the work. It's literally just mine. It's just mine. I go in, I do my work. I have a very nasty face on because it's early in the morning and my body is still sleeping. But I do it. And I do it because A, it gives me something that is just my own, and B, it is like an insurance policy. Lifting weights is like an insurance policy for getting up from the toilet when you're in your 70s.
yes, yes. Yes, I'm so happy for you. Okay, and I'm happy for you and to the listeners out there who don't have this beautiful routine that you have now. It's a journey. Were you always like this?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay. Cut. Cut. Okay. I love that for you.
Well, I mean, I didn't work out when I got pregnant for like 2 years, probably with Maxwell. So, yeah, I mean, I took a break of a couple of years, but it's always been consistent in my life working out.
Okay, wonderful. For me, not as consistent. I'm there now. And, for people who don't do that at all, who have zero gym time in their lives, who are intimidated by the gym, valid. I would say start small.
Yes.
Start small. Get up and walk around your block, literally around your block.
They have mommy groups where they all work out with the kids and they use their kids as like weights and stuff.
Oh, I did that when I was in Brooklyn. Yeah, using the child as weight. I also had a client who's like self-conscious about that. So self-conscious to like walk around. And so what I say to those people, YouTube, watch a YouTube video, dance, like
Mm.
it's free.
Yeah,
You
a lot.
TikTok.
Should we do the second one? Um,
Let's. Yeah,
okay. All right. Well, chronic stress is breaking your body down.
that's number 4.
I've this is one that's dear to my heart purely because being an entrepreneur, you are in constant chronic stress on top of being stressed as a woman and a mother. So most of us don't even realize it, but we are living in constant fight or flight, and our bodies reflect that. 36% of women say they feel stressed regularly. There's so much involved in that, like perimenopause, which starts in the 40s. The perimenopause, is basically that week when you are the Lucifer and everything around you bothers you. Like for me, it's my husband breathing next to me in the morning when I try to still sleep and he wakes up earlier and he's just laying there breathing breathing heavily.
He just lays there and breathes next to
But
you?
it's like a heavy, like there's no need. There's no need. Just breathe like a normal person.
That's
Or
assault.
or when he's breathing when I'm trying to fall asleep. It's hard for me to fall asleep. I need it to be quiet.
Have you considered going to bed at different times?
Yes, but when you're in
Does he wake you up?
I mean, once I'm sleeping, I'm sleeping. But we're talking about the perimenopause, and that we're talking about it's a longer period that this happens.
Ugh. Like, honestly, like, I don't want to talk about menopause anymore. Like, this is like this moment now. We have to deal with it and then hear about it. Like, it's never ending. I'm stressed now. Like, I'm having a stressful reaction to what you just said.
Imagine,
Oh my God. And I still,
imagine having to always imagine like always feeling like that.
I love the struggle bus. Like, I'm the driver of it. Like, hop on, tell me your problem. I love it. Um, okay.
There you go.
Exercise promotes endorphin release, reducing stress and enhancing overall well-being. Working out also helps fatigue. Like, when I wake up and I'm like, oh God, like I literally don't even want to live today. I'm like, ugh, gotta go take a walk, Peloton. And like, it's when you don't want to, when you're most tired. And,
Mm.
but I did a scientific experiment with myself,
And
and
it always works
I can't deny it. It works.
every
Like, the
single time.
medical books told me, but I'm like, no, I deny what you're saying, doctors. I must see for myself.
I mean, so isn't that the case for everything? People like growing up, the adults will always tell you what not to do or what to do. Do we ever listen? No. We're always like, I have to experience this for myself.
It's so stupid, though.
It is very.
It's so
Wish I, I
stupid.
wish I wish I wish I would have listened.
I wish I could rewind time and just like beat myself up and then just be like, listen to your mama.
Actually, I've recently landed on dance talk. Yeah, to like. So it's a shimmy. It's a shimmy talk. You have the. Have you seen the shimmy?
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the shimmy now. And it's great because I guess it releases something, the tension and stress from your body. Look, I just did it, and now I'm kind of happier. No, how do you feel?
I feel great.
I feel like you know it's good. Should we maybe? Maybe we should add that to the podcast where we do like a shimmy break,
Actually, like what? Like Ellen who danced.
and that's why she danced, and
That's
that's why
true.
everybody was so into her, even though she was really rotten and toxic inside. No, nobody
But that's
listened.
us too. We're also rotten toxic.
So just
We determined that we are toxic.
no, I refuse to believe this. No, I am toxic positive. I removed the toxic. I'm positive. Therefore, I'm great. No, we did not do this. No, I'm sorry. I don't get it. No, struggle bus will not find me. Bye, struggle bus. No, no, I'm great. No way. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't pee on my flower.
Okay. That house is not on our stop. Keep it moving. Okay. 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 Okay.
So
Okay. You're not invited to my pity party, okay? You can't come.
you see, look, which little shimmy, and look what happens. Maybe we should do a
Stop
surprise shimmy,
laughing.
like, and now we shimmy, like that's what we're gonna do.
Shock our own systems and the audience.
Yes, yes. Shimmy your way into less stress.
What's our shimmy safe word?
What are you talking about? What? Safe word.
When we say it, we're gonna shimmy.
Yeah, we just shimmy. That's
No, like that's what you say. Shimmy, and
yeah.
then we're shimmy.
And now we shimmy. Shimmy surprise party. Like
Oh my god, I'm working my core
shimmy attack.
so good.
Shimmy attack? No, attack doesn't sound good. The attack doesn't sound good. Shimmy time.
Stop.
Shimmy time?
Shimmy time.
Yeah. Shimmy time. Ooh. All right, you see?
That was great. That was great. That was a soul orgasm.
That really was. All right, I think we're good
Whew.
to. I think we're good to move to the next one.
Okay. Three, you've forgotten what you want.
Yeah.
I forgot what this episode is about. Woo! Okay. Okay. No. Okay, you have forgotten what you want. I always forget what I want. This was a chronic issue with my relationship where a big babe, tomorrow I'm going on my lifestyle change and I would like to do two good things and then I'd be like, "Ooh, treat." And then I would have the treat, right? And this has lasted my entire life up until like last 2 weeks. Now I'm 41 and I had lost a few pounds. And I was like, ooh, let's celebrate with some cookies. Well, let me tell you how quickly I unlost those few pounds. And so now there are no treats in my life. And not because I'm denying myself, but because to me now it's a lifestyle. Like, dude, I have a goal and I can't forget that goal, right? Like, my closest friends will be like, but what about the Coca Cola? Well, you know what? Forget about it. Okay.
You
That
stopped drinking Coca Cola.
no, I'm never gonna stop drinking.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Forget about it. If you see me drinking it, that's my forever treat. But
Oh,
like, no more bags of cookies, no more Cheetos, no more bagels for me and my goals. For other people listening, do you, sincerely, do you? But if you have a goal, you cannot forget your goal. You have to, like, if your goal is to yourself, you cannot put yourself last. You have to commit to yourself. Like in the same way you graduated college or got your first job or like anything, you can't forget that your health is your wealth.
your health is your wealth. That's a good one.
Real time.
That's a good one.
If you have a weight loss goal, it is not beneficial to your goal to consume beverages that are 500 calories.
Mm.
You have to like realistically say if you're over 40 and you want this goal for your body and your health, what are the things you have to do to get there? And it's not the same as when you were 20 or 30.
Takes a lot
That's all
more.
I'm saying. Like, your body is unique, your body is individual, your blood work is you, not a doctor. But when you commit to that plan, you got to stick to it. You got to put yourself not fifth in line of your family.
It takes a lot more effort. I think a lot what a lot of women do is they sort of put this like veil over their eyes to not see where they are now versus what they were. Like to your point, like that your client that spent all her free time with the kids and the kids' schedule and everything devoted to the kids, but yet was unhealthy. Did she even realize she was unhealthy?
They would come to me because they were in a state where they were sad
Yeah.
and because they wanted to have better habits and they didn't know how to achieve that. And I get that. Like, that's why I come to you, my best friends. Like, I have a
Mhm.
lot of support. Like, I go
Yeah.
to many people, like, because you can't see it in yourself. You're telling yourself stories all the time. And the veil is the story. You're right. The veil is the story. I don't have time. I have to go with my child. I feel bad. However, that mother also has to make a choice how important health is to them. It's not about looks, it's about how you feel inside.
Yeah.
If you're tired every day, if you're like eating poorly for your body after 40, like something's got to give.
Yeah. If you're
And
cranky.
it's that veil. You have to be like, oh, yeah, that's true. I do have time there, but I'm not doing it because I feel uncomfortable working out in the gym or I feel uncomfortable walking around my neighborhood. You have to be like honest with yourself.
That's really the
It's
key.
very hard.
It's really the key. And I remember with the yo-yoing with my weight back and forth over the years, it would always be like I would always tell myself, like, what is the problem? It is the easiest to not eat something. You're literally telling yourself, don't do it versus do it because doing it requires more effort.
Well, because there's a lot of emotion attached to it. The things that we're used to as children that we consume, that's like
Yeah.
emotional eating.
Yes.
If you're like going back to your childhood, that's like legit therapy. But if you're attached to a food because you ate it when you were a kid and then you're consuming it as an adult, that's like a comfort.
So I don't know if you had this or not, but I cannot leave a plate. I cannot leave food on a plate.
The solution to that is use a smaller plate. That literally is the solution of health coaching.
Yeah,
Use a smaller plate and fill it up.
fill it up.
And like you shouldn't be hungry. Like, and that's another thing. I think this is health coach stuff, but like as women, the old school way that I used to lose weight was to eat less food. But
Mhm.
like after 40, you do need that protein, you do need that fiber, you do need those calories.
The key is to choose something that's actually working and sticking with it, which goes back to our first episode, and that is you gotta stick with it.
Yeah. You're a unique butterfly. You're so special. And, I hope that from these episodes, which is like, could really get triggering because it is triggering, that we are really genuinely coming from a place where we want you to find what works for you. Like, we're just trying to like impart some motivation and fact that if you're over 40, you have to do these things if you want to be
And your best
feeling
health.
good at least a little bit, you know? At least a little bit.
Mm,
Like, like everything could go wrong, but at least you worked out.
that's right. That's right.
Or like like if it snows, you walk through the snow.
No, no,
And
who's walking through the snow? What are you talking about?
like I used to do that
You did?
because when I was a cigarette smoker, I'd walk through anything to smoke a cigarette. Like I'd be like, it's raining on me. It's like raining fire on me. And I'm like, ooh, I could light it. Like, yeah, it's not so bad. Ouch. It's great. It's great.
Number two, you normalize feeling miserable. Dasha, don't play that.
Where were you in my 20s?
We don't play that game. And that is why you have friends that will call you out and be like, girl, what you doing with yourself? What you doing? Did anybody call you out in your 20s? You just didn't listen to them?
So I'll be honest, I'm a different person now than I was then. And well, first of all, I didn't perceive myself as unhealthy in my 20s, but being more like complaining and miserable like served me as a writer. And it doesn't serve me anymore if I want to stay healthy. Like going into my 40s, like the self-deprecating humor, making jokes about myself, like it's a form of writing. But when you think that way, it's very, very terrible. Like you know how I think.
In your 20s, when you said that you were, did you have friends that called you out?
No, because that's what it was. If you read self-deprecating humor,
Yeah.
it's you're writing about a person making fun of themselves, but like when you make fun of yourself enough, people are gonna be like, oh shit, that's true. Like,
It's the energy.
I can make a lot of jokes about myself. It's brutal. Um, and I had normalized it. And people now call me out, my husband, my best friend.
Yeah,
I'm really
because it's
not
the
allowed to talk shit about myself
no,
anymore.
and you shouldn't because it's the energy that you put out. And if you put out nervous energy, if you put out negative energy, negative things will start happening to you because that's what you put out in the universe. That's your
Yeah.
aura.
So it was really funny, like this personal experience, like because it would just come to me so easily writing, like you just like write the joke. And then as I lived my life and I improved as a person, right? Those jokes were no longer true. Like so to self-improve is when you unnormalize feeling miserable because you're doing things to get better. I can't joke that I don't work out because I actually do. Like
Mhm.
like you can't support those thoughts if you're actually doing the thing.
Yeah, but I think we're talking about when people are not doing the thing. Like you feel miserable when you're not working out. You feel miserable when you're not actually doing anything to help your body get into a better shape or your mind into a more positive thought environment.
Right. And this goes back to again, lying to yourself. Because my little notes over here, everyone's tired. It's just getting older. This is normal.
Hmm.
And it doesn't have to be normal. Like I do this still all the time. Like, oh, I'm old. I'm a boomer. Ha 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 ha.
100%. It actually it's
It's yes.
slightly a trigger. It's slightly a trigger for me when people are like, "Oh, we're old." No, speak about yourself. Talk about yourself, woman. You're old. I'm not old. I mean, my age may be, the number may be increasing, but I refuse to allow it to affect how I feel. And I'm going to do everything that I can to help me feel the best.
But yeah, then people end up hanging out with each other who are also miserable.
Oh, yeah. Misery loves company. No. You need a network around you of those that will propel you up, that will be your guides, be the inspiration to you to be better,
I agree with that 100%.
not those that are miserable and that are Debbie Downers.
Yes. To be fair to all people at every stage of their life, there's a reason for every season. And um, if you find yourself in an environment where you're complaining a lot with a friend, maybe that's what you need right now. But we encourage you to stop.
Well,
This is like a little dawn on your grease, right? Like we're just trying to help you get out of it.
well, because what we're talking about is normalizing feeling miserable. Like everybody feels miserable. Like you feel down a day, like it's okay. It's when it overtakes your life and it becomes normal part of your life, which it shouldn't.
Yes. This is actually like why I've always chosen to be with people who are opposite than me. Right. I don't connect with a lot of like brooding writers, right?
Mm.
Like I'm not trying to sit in a dark room and cry, right? I want to be taken out of my own mind to like see things, you
Hmm.
know? But all people are different and everyone has to make a choice for what they want with their own life. And I just wanted some sunshine on my rainy day.
That's nice. That's what friends should be. That's what your
Yeah,
support network should be. Your village should be that light.
I feel it is. Thank you so
Mm,
much, Dasha,
mm,
for always being
mm.
sunshine on a dark, cloudy day.
Some would call it toxic positivity.
Some would.
Some
But
would.
like, if I'm ever in the mood, because like I know the things that you're saying is true anyways. And like if I'm going through a mood, I know it's a mood, right? So like when there's room for rational thought, it's like, fuck. I drink tea. This is my hoodie. Ew, ew, I know more than you. Listen,
We should do outtakes.
this is my real personality, bros and hoes. Are we done with you normalizing feeling miserable?
Wait, what can we do to get ourselves out of it? We challenge the narrative.
Yes.
Would I want this life for my daughter or my son?
No, damn genetics. I would not. And this is actually therapists say this. The second you get awareness, right? It's like a muscle you practice. Oh,
Well, the worst thing you could do is make like body comments about yourself in front of your daughter.
oh yes, that's a no-no.
So talking about normalizing feeling miserable because it's just a part of you, you don't realize it. And you just make these comments and you don't realize that you have this little beautiful girl that is growing up and doesn't know anything and she hears from her parents that when she talks about, oh, I look fat in this. Oh, look, I look old in this. Why do you put this on? Mommy, why do you put on makeup? Because I want to hide my under eye circles. Certain ways of how you respond will affect how they grow
Right.
up and how they think.
Yes. I saw some research on TikTok. I saw a video for the makeup. Oh, mommy wants to look fancy. Mommy's just trying to look fancier.
Yep.
Um, even if you are in the process of wanting to change how you look, try to love yourself, try to hug yourself, because your body is still taking you places. Like, you're still getting places, you're still doing things, even if it's not your ideal body, you know, ideal health
Yes,
situation.
yes. But also, if you ever want to truly see how others view you, like how beautiful, gentle soul, like just ask your daughter, does mommy look pretty? And you will get the most beautiful answer. And it's gonna be genuine because they
Yeah,
truly think that. Like when my son tells me, Mama, you look pretty today, or Mama, you're beautiful, like that is what you should take, bottle it, and keep it with you every day when you are feeling miserable, or when you're feeling down, or when you think that you don't deserve being number one. Because at the end of the day, you putting yourself number one is for the children. If your whole point is, I need to do everything that I can for the kids and I need to be there for all the events, then you should understand that the children will want you to stay alive longer. They're gonna want you to be healthy. They're
right,
gonna want you to
exactly.
attend their weddings. They don't want you like being sick and it being a drain and them having to stress out taking care of you. So if you really want to shift your focus, like you putting yourself first is not for yourself. You putting yourself first is for the children.
It's for you're actually putting your kids first when you're
Yes.
putting yourself first.
Yes. So maybe that's a better way of people to shift the focus.
Whatever you choose to do, just know that you must work out and eat healthy. It's the fact. That's like when I went to get a skin consult. They're like, if you're eating like shit and you're not drinking water, like you're just like putting a band aid on an issue. All right, cool.
Go.
You're waiting for permission to take care of yourself. Permission granted. Nobody's gonna forever make the drinks for you or the meal plans for you. Um,
What does that mean? You're waiting for permission? Like you're waiting for the children to get older so that way they don't need you as much?
I think a lot of people who don't start, like they're just like in a cave of stories that they tell themselves and reasons why they can't,
Hmm.
and they need somebody to be like, hey girl, you could not, like, you could go take this time and do it. Like, they need a pep talk.
Women feel selfish when they do something for themselves. I wonder if it's more when the kids are younger that they need you. Maybe not, because when they become older, then they have activities and then they still need you.
They still need you.
They always need you. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever felt selfish. I actually felt the opposite. I felt very much like I need to do this for myself.
Yeah, no, I'm like very much of I'm a person, and I have
Yeah.
like a lot of desires and
Yes.
needs, and I like literally couldn't imagine a world where I don't also think about myself.
I think this is where it's important that you have a partner that assists you and helps you in taking care of yourself. Because it is difficult if you don't feel supported.
That's true. Luckily in my household, health is wealth, like, so I will never feel guilty that like maybe I would feel guilty if I planned to do my gym workout at a time where my daughter needed me and I
Mm,
could have planned it at a different time,
yes.
right?
No, I agree. And if even if Monday through Friday, like you have an insane life and kids and morning and activities, whatever, you still have Saturday and Sunday. No one's telling you to work out 5, 7 days a week. You do what you can and you start with by doing little steps.
It is little steps, and that's like a very annoying thing for people to hear, like, oh, just like park far away, just park further away from the entrance. Like,
Not get me started with this.
you were the person. Am I talking shit about you to you? Oh.
I'm not the one. My husband will park at the farthest parking lot, at the farthest spot in the parking lot where
Like a
it's
type
now
of
a gym.
car?
with the entire, no, not for health reasons,
No,
but
to
for,
protect the car.
correct, protect the car, correct.
Obviously. Okay.
And now it's like a running joke. Even my daughter's like, haha, look, daddy parked really far again. And it boils my blood where we literally pass by half of an empty parking lot to drive all the way to the end where we park at the end.
Can he drop you off at the entrance? But then
No,
you're
because
missing
then
out
I'm
on the
gonna leave all
steps.
of them, and now it becomes no, because then I tell myself it's okay because I get the extra steps.
Exactly.
So, but the idea is preposterous to me, and it's just like,
Yeah, like
oh, look at us. Didn't even realize where the time went. Do we do an outro? Till next time.
peace out, bros and
Peace.
gals. Okay, bye.